Our last site that we want to talk about today is Truecar.com. Now, I was a little bit of a liar earlier when I told you we were going to show you 3 great sites that we think are the best places to research your car. This isn't one of them. All right, so we had to throw one bogey in here, and basically the Truecar.com is a new site that you've probably seen advertised on television everywhere. They're spending a tremendous amount of money to try to get consumers to go to it, and I actually talked about it in my 10 steps to buying a vehicle. And you know, they try to convince you that you're going to save thousands and thousands of dollars if you go to this particular site and let them help you get a quote and buy vehicles. It is all about price, okay? And that's what it's going to talk to you about. Now, there may be some advantages of going to the site and actually seeing where the transaction price, if the information's accurate, actually lands for your particular vehicle. And they've got nice little graphs on there and such. It says you ought to be able to buy this car for thousands below the invoice, etc. But it's a very basic site. And one of the recommendations that I would make is go ahead and create your own Gmail email address, one that you're not going to use again in the future, and send a lead to this particular site. What will happen is you'll be able to print out the pricing information, the invoice, and where that car should be transacting for. But what you don't want to have is your actual email address in there, because the cons are as follows. And I'm going to jump down to the bottom one first here, but they're going to send you junk mail like crazy. Why? Because what Truecar.com actually does is they charge the dealer a $299 fee if they bring that sale to you. Now, I can tell you that dealers are not nonprofit organizations. So if they have to sell that vehicle for a low price plus give a $299 fee to the internet subscriber or the internet engine that they're subscribing to, then what's going to happen is they're going to pass that fee along to you. So it's going to come to you one way or another in the price of that vehicle, which I don't think is a healthy negotiation situation to be in. So they're also going to send those leads and sell those leads to other lead subscribers, if you will. Those things are going to go everywhere, which is going to in turn create all this junk mail that you're going to get. So again, go to Truecar. The pricing information is very intriguing. Then what I suggest you do is use that bogus email address, print the pricing information out. Don't even pay attention to all the dealers that are going to come at you from 30, 40, 50, 100 miles away or more to try to get your business. Then go into the dealers that you'd like to do business with and sit down with them and say, hey, I got some pricing information here. Tell me about it. Is it accurate? Is it good information? Can I buy the vehicle for this? You have the invoice information. You have the rebate information, which we talked about in the 10 steps of buying a vehicle. Go in there and see how the dealer handles that. If they're very short with you, if they don't want to get into that with you, you're at the wrong dealership. If they're up front, they play with their cards face up, and they say, okay, that's some interesting information. Let me show you my factory invoice. Let me talk a little bit about how they may have got to, how Truecar may have got to the pricing that they gave you over that website. Then you can have a good discussion and really get down to where you think you can buy that vehicle. So again, Truecar is all about price, not necessarily about researching the car. There are some advantages to it to get down to the price that you want to be to, but beware of some of the things that come along with Truecar.com. Now finally, one thing that I did want to touch on is there's one more site out there called KBB.com. It's Kelley Blue Book, and you've probably heard that, and a lot of dealers advertise about it. We're going to give you Kelley Blue Book or above Kelley Blue Book or below Kelley Blue Book for your car on trade-in. KBB.com is a great site to go in and value your trade. Now, there's other information in there in terms of researching your vehicle, but for that one single objective, I highly recommend you go to kbb.com and put the information in on your current vehicle, and it'll give you a real good idea of what your vehicle's worth. And now you've got some great information to go into the dealer when it comes time for them to offer you a trade-in value for your vehicle.